What's up, dudes and dudettes of the internet? My name's Scythe and we are back again for some more No Man's Sky. There's dinosaurs on this planet. They're big, they're scary, they're ugly, and they're docile, so don't worry about it. How y'all doing today, folks? Hope you're doing fantastically wonderful. Hope this video makes your day even better, everybody. Before we get started, we very much appreciate if you would hit that thumbs up button for me. Helps me out more than you could ever know. We've got some more aluminium over there, and we have some more over there. Probably gonna be spending most of today's episode just gathering resources, folks. And then, of course, we are going to be naming a bunch of things based on your suggestions at the end of the episode. So leave names and stuff like that in the comments below, and they will eventually show up in an episode. So there's been not that many, like, I haven't really been on this planet for much since the last episode. Maybe like 10, 20 minutes. But we ended up coming across, oh, that is a beautiful vein right there. We ended up coming across so many different things. There's so many different creatures on this planet. We've already scanned like a ton of them, as you can see right here. Only missing one, gotten very lucky with that. Hopefully we can get the last one, get ourselves some extra credits. But then we also, ooh, resources. We also ended up getting some very, very cool tech. So, first of all, we finally have enough that we can get this instant adapter thing, which we will get that in a minute, but I want to see, this one still requires chrysonite, so GG, but we've got pretty close to our aluminium on the resources right here, so we'll get that before we end up getting this one. And then, also for our ship, this is pretty cool, folks. I didn't even know stuff like this existed, because I read your comments, but I avoid spoiler comments and stuff like that, right? Because I like to experience all of this for myself. Now, look at this. We ended up finding this from another alien dude that we ended up ratting out for being lazy. He got fired, and for some reason we got this. So, dynamic resonator, we ended up getting that blueprint around the last episode. I didn't get it on camera, but we did end up getting it. And now we know what it's for. So the hyperdrive is granted a more robust deep space exploration capabilities and able to leap to stars previously out of reach. So I didn't know. That's pretty cool. I guess we have to keep upgrading it so that we can end up... go away. We gotta keep upgrading our hyperdrive so that we can end up going deeper and deeper into the galaxy, getting to the center of the universe and stuff like that. Now, we may end up going in that direction very, very soon, just to kind of explore the galaxy for that, for those purposes. But yeah, there's actually, like, I still have absolutely no rush to get to the center of the galaxy or anything. Then we could also get rid of this one, but how much aluminum do we even have? Where is it? What does it even look like? Or did we just waste all of it? Oh, it's right there. It's the green resource. So we've got 50 right now. We need another 100 so that we can get that instant laser. Don't know if that's going to end up making any type of difference whatsoever. What did we end up just getting? I think we actually got... Oh, yeah, we definitely got the coolant one. Like, look at that. We were able to take out so much of this rock without needing to cool down. That is so awesome. And here's another thing, too, as I'm kind of learning the mechanics of this game by myself, because I have chosen to. Your tips are very welcome, folks, but more so as tips rather than talking about, like, certain elements of gameplay and stuff like that. So, anyways, I've noticed that this resource and other resources like it seem to be, like, it seems like planets generate with one resource that's rarer than the rest. And this one is definitely the rare resource of this planet. Not to say that it's hard to come by, but, I mean, I can be flying around for a good few minutes and not end up seeing any. So that's why, like, I'm just mining this like crazy right now. And we're very fortunate that we ended up seeing, like, two versions of it, like, right side by side. Another thing, too, I've noticed is, as you can see right there, we're actually not even getting, like, we're barely getting any aluminium or of any type of resource for mining it when it's in the ground like that. We only pretty much get the resource if it's up in the air like this, and we end up actually destroying the rock itself. Now our ship, where is our ship? There it is. It's actually pretty far out, so we're gonna end up ignoring that right now. Oops, there was, oh man, there was a monolith right here. I want to grab that on camera. But yeah, we're gonna go on foot today. I want to do that rather than just bunny hopping like we usually do, you know, because that's the thing about this game that I would say. Let's turn on our torch so it's not too dark for the YouTubes. But one thing that you kind of got to adjust with yourself when you're playing this game, or at least I do for, you know, because I'm kind of like, I like being efficient. That's kind of how I play games, right? And you kind of got to let that mentality go. Because if you're going to try and be efficient, then you're going to just be rushing all of the resources and stuff like that. And then you're going to end up blazing past this game and suddenly you're going to be out of things to do, you know? And I very much love the exploration aspect of this game. And that's what I want to do. I want to start focusing more on that. Because kind of got in a little bit of a rut on, not that planet, where is the one? That one over there. Kind of got in a little bit of a rut on that planet because I was kind of just stuck with the idea of exploring just one planet. And personally, I like space exploration and checking out all the new biomes and stuff like that. You can read this for yourself, by the way, folks, but lately I've noticed that these are kind of the same old, like they kind of keep repeating, while this text is more important. Plus, my face cam kind of blocks it, so I want to read it for all of you. The dawn of the empire of the first spawn was birthed in the shadow of the folly of the great Viking Sentinel War. Oh, so the Viking must actually be the Sentinels, right? Unless that's just another side race. We've only found all those little frog dudes, but there is tons and tons of different space races that you can come across. At least 3? I don't know how many total. I don't know. The rock and the wave collided as we kept our vigil, awaiting signals of weakness to pave our coming. Now, that's the other thing that's very exciting as well, folks, which I'm just naturally assuming is right now we're getting Gek influence, Gek words and stuff like that because we're in a Gek system, meaning that when we end up going into another system, we're gonna kind of be a little bit of a scrub. We're gonna have to relearn a lot of language nodes and stuff like that, and I think that's why this game ends up doing a very fantastic job being almost an infinity game. Now, the galaxy itself is infinite, yes, but I wonder whether or not the resources, well, I mean, I guess resources are infinite just because the galaxy is, but I mean more so, can we end up learning all of the languages? Or is it gonna just constantly generate new aliens that are gonna, you know, be different and stuff like that? I don't know. I'm just kind of learning those mechanics as we go along and finding it very, very interesting. Like, I love this game. Not only as gameplay, you know, even though it's kind of calmer, it's kind of more laid back and just kind of exploration and stuff like that, sure, but I love the design behind this game. That's the biggest reason that I was so excited about this game for years and waiting for it to come out. So let's see if we can craft ourselves. Oh, we're getting full on inventory. I got some extra antimatter that I wanted to sell because it's actually really, really good to sell it, and it's very easy to craft. So what resources do we got in our ship? Okay, so we can dump some stuff in there. We can dump some iridium. Let's dump that one. It's a good idea to have one of each element because when you end up coming across aliens and stuff like that, you never know what one they're gonna request out of you. So I'm trying to get in the habit of having, I know they need carbon, isotope, unless carbon is an isotope, I don't know. So let's unlock a colonial outpost because those have actually been giving us insane rewards lately. The colonial outpost usually is a sentinel outpost that we gotta blast our way into, which is always fun. It kind of feels like we're breaking into a vault, you know? Space vault. Space GTA, I guess. Okay, can we make it? Yes, we can. So long as we do the launch. Oh, pardon me, folks. My throat's getting a little bit parched here. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Is that our last creature? What is that? No, that's just a plant. Okay. That's not a creature at all. No, it's just a plant. Like, so there's more plutonium that we could be gaining in all of these caves. That's the thing that I love about this game's generation as well, is it seems like there is always going to be carbon, plutonium. The main resources are always on a planet. Always. Which I think is fantastic game design because, you know, what would end up happening if you ran out of fuel? Now, I wonder if you could end up going through the planet and kind of getting rid of all the resources one at a time, but technically, I guess species would keep respawning, and those give infinite carbon, right? Ooh. Yeah! Let me in there, sucker! What's in here? Alright. Give me the multi-tool. Already know that one. Throw it in the garbage. We'll hack that in a minute. Because let's get ourselves some space bucks. Alright, here we go. All systems have stalled. Warning lights blink on and off. Vaults that usually store uncommon elements mined on the planet have run low. Ooh, we don't have it. Oh! It needs isotope and we don't have thamium. Oh, man. Can we leave and come back? You know what we definitely need? Yeah, that right there. That's what we need. We need this bad, man. Because we got to get our ship over here. Alright, alright. So, we've got this one marked. Where's my ship? There you are, you beautiful thing. Oh, man. I love the generation of the ships, too. So, you know what? Let's actually do this, because this will be cool. We haven't done this in an episode for a very long time. Let's head out into space. Hopefully, I don't end up losing our spot. But let's head out into space, destroy ourselves some meteors, get ourselves some thamium. By the way, this laser one-shots meteors. It's beautiful. I understand now why the game, like, considers it like the mining tool. Alrighty. We only needed like 100, right? Okay. Okay. And here we go. Let's do it. There we go. Man, that's so cool. I love this game. I hope we don't crash into one of those idiots. Here we go. Yes. Pizza Planet. I love that. Arriving in 0 seconds. Well, it's gonna take a little bit there, game. Hee! Oh, jeez. We're coming in hot. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, jeez, we landed on a tree. That keeps happening lately, dude. Let's get our life support back up with some plutonium. I need to get ourselves some more carbon that we have on hand. Oh, did that thamium go into our ship? Yeah, it did. Inventory full, huh? Wait, did it at least give it to us? It seemed like it did. Yeah, it did. Okay, good. So let's do this. Okay, you still needed thamium, right? You didn't change. It wanted the uncommon isotope. There we go. It becomes fully operational, and what did it give us? What did it give us? New product formula. See, this is why I love these places. They're actually giving us recipes, which makes sense because up until like only a couple episodes ago, we came in here and then rip, suddenly realized that we could hack these. Stored charge for plasma launcher. Oh. So the other thing too that I'm noticing, which is very, very cool, is the reason for stuff like that. Because normally we could just end up using our resources to end up getting our plasma launcher back up to code instead of using special items like that. But the reason for the special items, whoops, is that it's going to cost a lot less of the resource in order to kind of like fill it up, right? What is this? What is this? What do we got down there? Ooh, monolith. I'm down for that. Land! Not off the cliff. Okay, good. That was close. But yeah, so that seems to be the reason for all those shields and little power canisters and stuff like that, is the fact that we could use them to kind of restore something more specifically, right? Shakes and screams with the people of the Gek long ago. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. That message kind of seems to be repeating, while this isn't. The Vy'keen foolishly fought a war with no end. Again and again, they... oh, goodness, excuse me. They threw their warriors against the Iron Tide. The Sentinels singed Vy'keen flesh with laser. The Vy'keen scorched their foe with righteous fire. From the shadows of the first spawn, watched and prepared to unleash their reckoning. Ooh. So the Sentinels kind of seem to be like a bad guy race. That's kind of neat. Or maybe it's not that they're necessarily bad, but it's still cool. I'm really digging the lore of this game. Really reminds me of Starbound back in the day, like when Starbound had all of its lore and was all like, oh yeah, we're being different, you know? Is there more aluminium around? Because that's something we still desperately need, don't we? Or do we? Let's find out. What did we... Ugh. Okay, how much aluminium do we actually have? We are sitting on 100, which I think we ended up crafting the one that gave us 200, right? Or required 200 is what I mean. So let's go land over here, and then we'll see what we can swap out. What is this? Well, this is getting me more blueprints. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's take a peek. So which one do we want to actually get rid of? Beam intensifier, no, that's a good one. Let's get rid of the #1 coolant system. And let's try this one out. I don't know if that's gonna end up being better overall though. But I like the coolant system. RIP! I should have gotten rid of the combat one. Oh, can we still craft this? Further increases the damage of the mining, like, oh, that's just the one that we just got rid of. This one is the one that I really, really want. So we need more chrysonite. 200 chrysonite. So once we end up finding a planet that actually has that, until then we'll take the extra coolant. What was this over here? And I want to try this insta laser and see what it actually does if we can find a resource. I don't know whether or not, like, is it digging faster or what? I don't understand. Let me actually read this. Okay, bolt caster. The bolt caster. Why is it under mining if it's related to the bolt caster, which we aren't equipped to? Oh, I got wrecked. Oh boy, I got wrecked. Okay, let's get ourselves some thamium. That's another thing too that's actually really interesting, is I didn't know that at that security station we were actually able to back out without spending a resource. Can we end up doing that everywhere? That would be interesting to know, which I'll probably just kind of experiment and see whether or not that ends up being a thing. Anyways, so what do we got in here? Another word. Word for murder. Okay. And then we've got this, which is already known. That's for toxic planets. It's gonna be cool when we end up getting to another planet that's kind of like that, because we've got like all the necessary resources now to end up getting ourselves safe, right? So we don't necessarily need aluminium, although there is a little bit more over here, and I'm definitely gonna go farm it because it's something that we should certainly get. That's for sure. But otherwise, we might end up getting off world very, very quickly. If not today, definitely in the next episode. That's kind of what I mean, where I very much want to do that. Like, I like doing that. I like exploring the worlds, just randomly kind of like go down, grab a bunch of resources that we need, go to the next one, you know? So we might end up bunny hopping from world to world rather than just kind of sticking around one for a long time. Or maybe we'll stick around one for a long time too. Like, that's the thing, is it kind of just is how I feel, I guess I would say, right? We definitely need to find a merchant, though. If I don't end up finding one on this world while I'm kind of mining stuff, though, I will definitely end up going into a space station. So what are the other ones that we could end up getting? So we've got just this, actually, which is just the faster mining beam. And then, until we end up getting more upgrades, we've got a perfectly maxed out tool. Ooh, that's another reason I want to go to a space station, is to see if we can buy ourselves some chrysonite, because it seems to be a very, very tough resource to find on these planets. Ah! Stupid havoc physics. Oh, man. Rocket us into outer space, will ya? Well, you know what? Screw it. Where was that space station? Oh, that's bad. Okay, so the space station, no. Yeah, no, there we go. All right, let's see whether or not, can we end up crashing right into this thing or what? It's only gonna take us a few seconds. Okay. Okay, rip me. And the other thing too, now that we know that we can shift and go at a faster speed, it means we can actually get into the space station faster. Whee! Oh man, it's been such a long time since we went into one of these beautiful things. And I keep forgetting too, so many different traders. Oh yeah. Now, I'm gonna include this on camera, folks, even though we're kind of on time. Because I don't know, did we explore this one on camera? We may have. And then we still gotta name a bunch of stuff, but did we explore this one on camera? Are you new? Yeah, if we're giving him carbon, then he's not new. So, anyways, let's name a couple things. So, Tatin Habs wanted us to name a creature, which we will name this disgusting bat bird to Chapow. I'm assuming it's supposed to be like Chapow shrimp or something, right? Oh man, I could go for some shrimp right now. And then we're gonna name an outpost. Let's name this one right here. Min wanted us to name something Crazy Gamma. And then there's another outpost which we are going to name the names. Actually, let's just do it with all spaces. Even though his username is without spaces. Alright, I guess I better do it without spaces then. But yeah, the names Martin wanted us to call something the name's Martin, right? And then we've got an animal. Bran wanted us to call something Rob Bob the Corn Cob. And then I'm going to name this one right here. That's dinosaurs. Dan ended up seeing one on camera. The Uggles King. Alright, and we're gonna call it here for today's episode, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Very much appreciate it. I might go back down to that planet, get ourselves some more aluminum, and see if we can end up finding that last creature, get ourselves some more space bucks. Either way, thanks for watching, folks. Sayonara, and stay epic.